If you thought the World Cup was over, not true. We have just transformed from soccer/football to Disneyland attractions.
I don't need a map to find a little magic. Playing it by ears, yeah. Playing it by ears. You and me right here. Playing it by ears.
Welcome back to Play It By Ears podcast. I'm Kate.
And I'm Leanne.
And we mentioned talking about like Disney World rides and doing a full ranking. And we were saying, okay, we should do this for Disneyland too. And I was like, okay, is there a way we could do this slightly different than before where we just like fully rank them, do something fun? And then this happened like a few weeks ago, I was thinking. And my husband loves soccer. We were so into the World Cup at our house. Like so many games were on. We even went to a World Cup game here where I live. And I was thinking like, what if we did that with rides? Like instead of just like ranking them, what if we did like a full World Cup head-to-head mashup? So we're going to see, like we're going to kind of do this all together, see how it works. I'm hoping this will be fun and cool way of like comparing them all. So hopefully you like it. And if you're like me who didn't really know what World Cup was or rules, maybe this will teach you. And then for, in 4 years, you'll be a pro.
I will be very impressed if people walk away from this episode knowing more about World Cup.
So fair. But the rules are kind of unique, I would say. Again, I'm not a big sports person, so I don't know if they're unique. I think they're unique. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if it helps people. To me, it's way more fun than watching soccer. Anyways, before we jump into this, we do have some stuff we're wearing. We are doing Disneyland, so I picked Disneyland ears that like clearly have the Disneyland sign. I also have a sweater. Can't really see it, but at the bottom it says Disneyland.
Mm-hmm.
What are you wearing?
Oh yeah, I got my Disneyland hoodie with like really cute sparkly strings. I love it.
Okay, you know how we talked about if you're at a theme park and you didn't realize how cold it was going to be, you get a sweater or sweatshirt.
Mm-hmm.
Disneyland is one that's always so variable in their weather where like during the day it gets really hot, but then at night it's so freaking windy and cold. So I feel like I'm not surprised that we're both wearing sweatshirts that are from Disneyland.
Yeah. I will say this was a legitimate, I did not need a sweatshirt. I just really liked it purchase. So
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I also have a mug. I have my Cars Land extra tall mug.
That's cool.
So far very unique to California. But I guess soon there will be some version of Cars Land in Florida.
That's awesome. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to try and explain the way this is going to work. Bear with me. I think I know the rules of World Cup, and I think I've transformed it into attractions. Obviously, let us know if we did this totally wrong. But it's going to be 32 attractions competing against each other. There were 34 attractions in Disneyland Park. So I ended up taking 2 out. The 2 that I took out are Astro Orbiters, because 1, I know Leanne hates Astro Orbiters. And 2, they have Dumbo, and it's like the same ride.
Everywhere.
And then
yeah,
the other one I took out was Main Street Vehicles, only because it doesn't run all the time. It's hard to catch sometimes. It is just transportation at the end of the day. So I felt good about removing that one compared to the rest of them.
So are we only doing Disneyland today, not California Adventure?
Correct. And that might lead us into a different way to do this, or we might end up having to rank them all against each other in a later one, because I was going to do both at first, and then there were like 50 something, and either this was going to be too crazy or we were going to get rid of so many, and like so this is going to be
well, ignore Cars Land then.
So sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, I did not tell you how this is going to go in advance, so Leanne is also finding everything out like you are listening. Okay,
I'm just glad I control the game at the end.
Exactly. So you get payback. Okay, so there are 32 attractions. I put all 32 attractions into a randomizer wheel online, popped them in there, clicking them, and I've put them into groups. So I have Group A, Group B, Group C, D, E, F, G, and H. There are 4 attractions in each group. 32 attractions. And like I said, they're all random. So because of that, you could have some really strong attractions all in the same group, and then some get knocked out early. Just kind of like how World Cup is, I guess, in general. There are some upsets. At least that's what my husband tells me. So the way this will work is we'll start with Group A, the first 4 rides. we will go, let's say, like, there's 4, right? So ride 1 and ride 2 will compete against each other. You and I will determine separately which one we think is the better attraction. If both of us agree, that attraction gets 3 points and the losing attraction gets 0 points. If you and I disagree, each attraction that we pick gets 1 point. And that's considered the tie that you would get in World Cup, where if you won the match, you get 3, lost the match, you get 0, tie, you get 1. So then you do it, ride 1 versus 2, ride 1 versus 3, ride 1 versus 4, 2 versus 3, 2 versus 4, 3 versus 4. So they're all going against each other in this. Then the 2 attractions that are in the highest points in each group move on. So then after that, we go from all of them competing against each other to like a bracket style. So then it turns into like group A1 against group B2, group C1 against group D2. And I will remind everyone the ones that were competing so like you don't have to like follow along that closely.
Do you have a spreadsheet of this in front of you?
Yes, I do.
Okay, great.
Yes. Yes. At this point, though, once you're in the bracket, you are in a knockout round. So you are competing once. And if you don't move on, you're eliminated. Where the first one, you compete with everyone in your group. And then it becomes like a normal bracket where they just get smaller and smaller and smaller and compete. And then you get a winner. So like we mentioned in the first round, if you and I do not come up with the same one, each one gets 1 as a tie. Once we're in the bracket/knockout rounds, if you and I cannot convince each other to switch teams, we're going to have to do rock, paper, scissors. So get your handguns ready. Okay, I think that's covered it. Do you feel good about the way the points are working and everything?
I trust the spreadsheet. You just tell me which 2 rides I have to decide between. I'm ready. Okay.
And this might start slow as we talk about what they are and kind of give our initial thoughts. And then it might ramp up as we get the same ones over and over. Okay. So group A, like I said before, all random. So don't hate me if, we have a group of crappy rides and a group of good rides. It is what it is. So number 1 ride in group A is Finding Nemo Submarine Voyage. And that is going against Jungle Cruise.
You want me to go ahead and pick, or do you want to talk about the rides?
Why don't you go and I'll drink some water if you want to quickly talk about what they are. Or tell me about like why you pick one. Okay.
Well, I would pick Jungle River Cruise. This was like the first ride they built in Disneyland. This is like pretty much the first Disney ride built. Mm-hmm. It's great. We've talked about this. It's the same as Disney World. Like it all hinges on, did you get a good guide or not? This submarine thing with Nemo, if you are claustrophobic, do not get on that ride. You literally are going into a submarine. You are underwater. It used to be like Nautilus or 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
20,000 Leagues.
Yeah. And now it's these like bright yellow annoying submarines. So my pick is Jungle River Cruise.
Looks like Jungle Cruise is getting 3 points because I'm also picking Jungle Cruise over Finding Nemo Submarine Voyage. Yeah, I do get claustrophobic and you do get claustrophobic in this ride. You are in very tight quarters. So like if you are also a really tall person, you might have issues like just very cramped. You're sitting really close to people you don't know. And the stairs going down into it are very like shallow and small. And the things you look out on aren't that cool. So it's cool that they're both boat rides and they're going against each other, but Jungle Cruise is definitely the better of the 2. Moving on, so the Submarine Voyage is now going against It's a Small World.
I will still go with It's a Small World.
I agree. Classic, another boat ride, but enjoyable. Like I don't find Submarine Voyage to be enjoyable. So unless something is like really unenjoyable, then that's probably going to get the boot. Okay, last in this is the Finding Nemo Submarine Voyage going against the King Arthur Carousel.
Carousel.
Yeah, I agree. It doesn't make me claustrophobic.
Okay, so maybe I will learn something about World Cup. Why did we do Nemo for all of those matchups?
Because that's how the World Cup is in the first round. Like you get all the teams in World Cup go into like a group, like different groups, and then within that group they all play each other. Like you play
a round robin within that group.
And
okay, got it.
Then you tally up all the points, and over the 2 that have the highest move on.
Okay.
So right now, every ride has 3, but the Submarine Voyage has 0. Okay. So now I'm going to go back to Jungle Cruise, and that's going to be against It's a Small World.
Jungle Cruise.
And I'm going to go It's a Small World. So that means that Jungle Cruise got 1 and Small World got 1. Jungle Cruise against the Carousel.
Jungle Cruise.
Also got it there, so that means I got a 3, and Carousel got 0. Then Small World against Carousel.
Small World.
Agreed. So that means that the Jungle River Cruise and It's a Small World are both moving on to the bracket stage. So let me just type that.
Okay.
So we got rid of Carousel and the Submarine Voyage. All right. Group B. Buzz Lightyear, Astro Blasters against Pirates of the Caribbean.
Go Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yep. So that's giving Pirates a 3 and 0 for Buzz Lightyear. Now we're doing Buzz Lightyear against Davy Crockett Explorer Canoes.
Not done the canoes.
Me neither. Sorry, I don't know why I said that so emphatically, but like it's on my list to do and I just have never done it. And maybe that's something I should have taken this one out then because we haven't done it, but it's like, it's unique. So I didn't want to take it out. And I thought you might have done it.
No, I haven't. And I'm still going to go with Pirates because I love how at Disney.
Buzz Lightyear. Buzz Lightyear.
Oh. Okay. Is Buzz Lightyear, can you actually tell what you're shooting at in Disneyland?
Mm-hmm. And I think this one also has the different size or different targets. It's like a triangle, a circle.
Disconnected so you can aim and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well then I'll go with Buzz Lightyear because I haven't even made the effort of doing the canoes.
I agree. So Buzz Lightyear now has 3. Okay. And then Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters against Dumbo the Flying Elephant.
Oh, I thought Dumbo was out.
No, Astro Orbiter was out.
Oh, okay. Got it. Buzz Lightyear.
Agreed. Okay. So Pirates of the Caribbean now against the canoes.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Agree with that. And then the Explorer Canoes against Dumbo the Flying Elephant.
If I was forced to pick one of those two to ride on, right?
Nope. Sorry.
It's just which one's better?
Nope, let's not. I already got confused. It's now Pirates against Dumbo. Did I say that?
I thought you said canoes versus Dumbo.
Yeah. So it's Pirates against Dumbo.
Pirates.
Sorry. Now it's the canoes against Dumbo.
And this is where I was going to say, if I was forced right now to go ride one of those, I would rather ride a ride I've never ridden than do Dumbo.
I agree.
So I'll say canoes.
And to be honest, it's not going to matter because the other two have so many more points than whoever is getting this 3 points or 1 point.
Okay.
But yeah, I agree. I would pick the canoes just because I haven't done it before and it's supposed to be cool. Although it is working out and I don't like that. But okay, so then that gave the Explorer Canoes 3, but still not good enough. So the 2 that are moving on from this are Buzz Blasters. I'm going to shorten that to Buzz Blasters and Pirates. Okay. Group C. We have Big Thunder Mountain Railroad going against the Mini Adventures of Winnie the Pooh.
Big Thunder Mountain.
So far, you and I are aligned. Pretty easy.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed. Hopefully everyone knows what all these rides are. A lot of them are the ones that are similar in Disney World. Big Thunder is that train family coaster. The wildest ride in the wilderness. And then Winnie the Pooh is that dark ride. But we are giving it to Big Thunder. Okay, now Big Thunder Mountain Railroad goes against Gadget Coaster. And for those people that have never been to Disneyland, Gadget Coaster is similar to the Barnstormer. Like pretty much probably the identical layout.
What's the theme there? Is it Chip and Dale?
I think it is. I think it's Chip 'n Dale's Gadget Coaster. I think that's right.
Okay. Sorry, what was the matchup? Gadget Coaster versus
Big Thunder.
Big Thunder.
And then Big Thunder going against the Matterhorn bobsleds.
Ooh. So, given that Matterhorn is unique to Disneyland and you can't ride that anywhere else, and it's like not quite original to the park, but very iconic to the park, makes me want to choose it. However, that is not a comfortable ride. Like, you hurt after riding that ride.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I'm gonna go with Matterhorn because you can only do it there.
I agree with that. I'm also picking Matterhorn because freaking what's his name, Bob from the Imagineering Story had to learn trigonometry for that. Like the fact that he builds like the monorail and built like cars and then and Walt was like, "Hey, you want to go build a roller coaster?" And he's like, let me get out my like protractor. Sure. Like insane.
I don't think it was a question. It was like, you're going to go build this.
So fair. So yeah, I just appreciate it for that. I think it's so cool in that the way it is, it's like not any typical like coaster. It's kind of scary with the Matterhorn monster. What is that? Abominable Snowman?
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know.
Whatever that scary. Oh, maybe it's a Yeti. Yeah, it's iconic. It's classic. It's something that's not Disney World. So yeah, I feel like you and I are similar where we're probably going to favor unique attractions over ones that you find elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then now I'm gonna get 3. Oof, I really should have someone check my math here just to make sure, but I think this is right. 6. Okay. The Mini Adventures of Winnie the Pooh is going against Gadget Coaster.
Gadget Coaster. Especially if it's Chippendale.
Yeah, for me, I just don't love those small kid coasters. They're just not comfortable for me. Yeah, like the seats are never that comfortable. And I like Winnie the Pooh Dark Ride somewhat. Okay, so that one's split. And then it is Winnie the Pooh versus Matterhorn Bobsled.
Matterhorn.
I would agree with that for sure. And then last one is Gadget Coaster versus Matterhorn.
Matterhorn.
Yeah. Like if you're going to choose Big Thunder over Gadget and you pick Matterhorn over Big Thunder, you're obviously going to pick Matterhorn over Gadget by deductive reasoning. Okay, so that means Big Thunder and Matterhorn are moving on. Say goodbye to Winnie the Pooh and Gadget Coaster. Group D, we have Alice in Wonderland, which is unique to Disneyland. It is a dark ride, kind of similar to Winnie the Pooh, but it's themed to Alice in Wonderland, which we don't have at Disney World. It's cute. It has like an outdoor section too. And it's going against Mr. Oh, sorry. I'm telling you what it's going against. I'm like, did you pick that one? It's going against another one that's also unique and classic. This is going to be really tough. It's going against Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
I think I would choose Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
I don't know what I'm
Let me
choose.
say,
I don't
remember either of them very well. I don't do them often. It's more like I wish there was more rides that weren't so connected to like the big Disney movies. And Mr. Toad is a little bit more niche. So I'm voting for niche.
I like that Mr. Toad is still here where they got rid of it in Disney World. They put Winnie the Pooh. But Alice, there's something like it. Mr. Toad is crazy because you literally die and go to hell in the ride. Like that is part of the ride. It's like you have this big explosion. You get hit by like a train and then the like devil hell fire shows up at the end. Like it is truly the craziest dark ride I've ever been on. Like it is a nightmare. It's like a fever dream.
Okay. Alice already has a ride. Mad Hatter's Teacups. Why does she get 2? Right next to each other.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess I'll go Mr. Toad because it's so silly. Like Disney would never make that ride now. Like they might make an Alice in Wonderland dark ride. They will never make a Mr. Toad's ride where you literally die and go to hell. And it's like it's so old school where it's just like 2 people in like a little car that drives on this like old school track, like dark ride track. It's so cool. So yeah, all right, you convinced me. I mean, I love both, but we'll give it to Mr. Toad's. So that gets 3. Okay, so Alice in Wonderland going against the Disney Railroad.
Oh, I don't know. I guess the Disney Railroad.
So you're just an Alice in Wonderland hater. Got it. I'm definitely going to go Alice in Wonderland. So that will be our split.
Okay.
And then Alice in Wonderland against another beloved classic dark ride, Snow White Enchanted Wish.
Snow White Enchanted Wish.
Me too. That's my favorite dark one, I think. Dark ride, I'm pretty sure. I love where you see the evil queen and then she turns around and it's the scary witch. It's always like a jump scare. I love the fact that they made this ride super scary to begin with. And then it was so scary that they had to change the name to Snow White's like Scary Adventures,
ride.
I think. Yeah. And then they were like, it's still too scary. So they had to like change it and they like changed the ending scene where like, yeah. And it's funny, not only was it scary, but the first rendition of it, you were supposed to be Snow White because it's her daring journey or whatever it was first called. So you never saw Snow White. And so many kids were like, where the heck is Snow White? All I saw were like scary things. So then they had to like put her in there because no one understood that you were supposed to be her. So I just love the history behind the renditions of this unique ride that they would never make again.
One of the versions in Asia, were you with us when we rode it in Asia?
It's one in Japan.
Okay. We watched every kid coming out of that ride was bawling. Like that one was still very scary.
That one's still scary, and the one in Paris is still called, like, it translates to like Snow White's like scary adventure or something. It's like in French, but yeah, the one in Japan at the very end, there's like that big boulder rock that like the witch.
It's not a happy ending.
No, it's not. You leave on a cliffhanger, like legit. It's kind of fun. Okay, so now we're gonna go back around and do Mr. Toad's Wild Ride against the Disney Railroad.
I guess Mr. Toad. I've hung my hat on Mr. Toad.
I'm gonna choose that too. And then Mr. Toad's Wild Ride against Snow White's Enchanted Wish.
Probably Snow White.
I agree. I think like as charming and crazy as Mr. Toad's is, it's not as like memorable as Snow White's. So okay, and then the last one is Disney Railroad against Snow White Enchanted Wish.
Snow White.
Okay. So Mr. Toad and Snow White are moving on. Okay, so we are done with Group D, and we're moving on to Group E. It is Star Tours Adventure Continues, going against Roger Rabbit Cartoon Spin. So
100%
quickly,
Star Tours. But yeah, explain Roger Rabbit.
Ugh. Okay, we're gonna differ. You know how I feel about Star Tours. Star Tours is like the same exact version that you'd find in Disney World, Hollywood Studios. It's that simulator 3D. It has glasses, right? 3D attraction where you're doing randomized scenes from Star Wars. You don't know what scenes you're gonna get until you're in there. Roger Rabbit Cartoon Spin. I feel like they made changes to it where you don't spin anymore. They used to have the cars where it's a dark ride and you're in these cars and it's themed to Roger Rabbit, which I've never seen or know anything about. So it's kind of, I've heard Roger Rabbit's like a little risque too. Like don't look at me like that. Like,
it's
you youngin'.
It's a very early mixed animation live action movie. But yes, the girl rabbit, Jessica Rabbit, is very well endowed.
Yes.
So.
Yes. Voluptuous. So that, like I said, dark ride. And I don't know if it still happened, but for a while you could like make your car as you're going around spin a little bit or not. But I thought they got rid of that. But it's in the back area where like Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Rail is. But I'm going to go, I just don't like Star Tours. So like I'm probably going to pick almost all of the things against it. So I'm going to go with Roger Rabbit's just because it doesn't make me sick.
Okay.
Okay, so Star Tours Adventure Continues going against another Star Wars ride, the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. Also
Star Wars Adventure Continues. Star Tours.
Star Tours. I think I'm going to go with Smuggler's Run. Only because it makes me less motion sickness, and I like that there is a competitive aspect to it.
Yeah, but not really. I mean, we've talked about why we don't love this ride. It's
Remind us.
At the mercy of whoever's the pilot, and it's like these characters that nobody really cares about, except for the Mandalorian movie. They did, I think, change it to like Mandalorian and Grogu, which is better. I don't think that's permanent. But Star Tours, you're gonna get lots of scenes and characters that you recognize and like maybe a smoother ride, actually.
Pro tip, if you haven't listened to our Disney World one, if you do get motion sickness, try to sit in the middle of that theater to have the smoothest ride. And then if you want a smoother ride from Millennium Falcon, Smuggler's Run, do not go with kids.
Make them sit in the back.
Yeah, or just like tell the cast member that's like loading, be like, no, we'll wait for the next group to go if you're seated with some kids. Okay, so then Star Tours Adventure Continues is going against the Haunted Mansion.
Ooh, Haunted Mansion.
Yeah. Okay, now Roger Rabbit is going against Smuggler's Run.
Smuggler's Run.
And Roger Rabbit going against Haunted Mansion. I can guess.
Haunted Mansion.
That's going to be a 3 then. And then Millennium Falcon going against Haunted Mansion.
Haunted Mansion.
Okay. Ooh, this is tricky. Because Haunted Mansion clearly moves on.
Mm-hmm.
The other 3 all have 2 points. So they're all tied.
Okay. So what do we do?
So now,
who do I pay to get my team to continue on? That's how World Cup works, right?
I'm assuming of the 3, you really want Star Tours to go forward out of that and Roger Rabbit and Millennium Smuggler's Run.
Yes, that would be my vote.
As much as that's my least favorite of the 3, the fact that you picked that one above all the other ones, like it would have gotten a 3 had I picked it once. Where like I don't like Roger Rabbit that much. I just disliked Star Tours more. So I'm willing to let Star Tours The Adventure Continue move forward in the hopes that it gets knocked out real fast.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm fine with that. But don't get used to getting your way, Leanne. Okay. Just kidding. 3 more of this little head-to-head one. Group F. Pinocchio's Daring Journey. versus Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Rail. Pinocchio's Daring Journey is one of the original dark rides. It's unique in the fact that, one, it's not anywhere else, but I feel like Pinocchio doesn't get a lot of love in general as a film or just an IP. So I kind of like it. It's kind of a nightmare of a ride too, because you're seeing the kids get turned into donkeys and then they're getting put in cages and going to the salt mines. So like it's not like the happiest of dark rides I've ever been on. Where like Mickey and Minnie's, while it is the exact same as it is at Disney World, it's a trackless ride. It's new. It's the first ride that has Mickey and Minnie. It has a great beep-bopping song, a fantastic pre-show. It has like a little magic element that's so cool. And still to this day, I'm like always trying to like look in front of kids to see how they do it. So for me, I'm probably going to pick Mickey and Minnie's.
I think I am too. It was hard because I do love the Mickey Minnie ride. It is the exact same. Really only the queue is different and better than Florida, I think. But yeah, I can't do Toads and Snow White and Pinocchio. It's too many dark, sad rides. So Mickey Minnie.
Yeah. Okay, so then now we're doing Pinocchio's Daring Journey against your favorite ride. It seems Mad Tea Party.
I'd probably do Mad Tea Party
I knew you were going to say that.
Because in California, it's outdoors and there's all these beautiful lanterns strung over it. It's really pretty.
That will be a split vote for me because I'm picking Pinocchio's Daring Journey. Just because it is unique. And while Mad Tea's outside is not that unique compared to like it being the same ride mechanic as one at Disney World. And like I said, I like dark rides in general, so I'm going to pick that one. Okay, so then Pinocchio's Daring Journey is going against Indiana Jones Adventure.
Indiana Jones.
I would definitely agree with that. Okay, so now bringing it back around, we're doing Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway against Mad Tea Party.
Mickey and Minnie.
Also agree with that. Mickey and Minnie Runaway Railway against Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones. And we should also like just clarify, this is a ride. It's like Dinosaur in Florida. A Jeep going through these like temples, and it's not like the stunt show in Florida. It is a ride.
No, but like you said, it's like the same ride vehicle and type as Dinosaur. So you're like in this Jeep. It's pretty bumpy. Like it's not a roller coaster, but you're on a track and you're like moving around. It's very dark in there. There's some cool special effects going through. Like you're in like a cave. It can be a little scary, like the way like Dinosaur was scary for kids. Just different IP. I love this ride. They are building it. I don't know if it'll be the exact same, but they're building that in Animal Kingdom. They are replacing Dinosaur with an Indiana Jones version, which might, I don't think it's going to change my answer because I still just think Indiana Jones is a better ride than Mickey and Minnie's. I think I'm going to pick Indiana Jones. Are you picking Indiana Jones or are you picking Mickey and Minnie?
I'll go with Indiana Jones. It is a better ride. I do really like Indiana Jones. I do really like this particular version of Mickey and Minnie. So,
wait, sorry, you said you're picking Indiana Jones?
Yeah, I'll go with Indiana Jones. I'll give you this one.
Oh, thank you. Although, let's not compare me getting Indiana Jones over Mickey compared to Star Tours. Let's be so clear about that. Okay. Mickey and Minnie's, no, so we're done with that one. So then it's Mad Tea Party against Indiana Jones, which I have a feeling we're going to go with.
Yeah, Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mickey and Minnie's and Indiana Jones are moving on. So that's group F. Two more. Peter Pan's Flight against Mark Twain Riverboat. So quickly, before you go, Peter Pan's Flight, same dark ride. I think it's the exact same as the one at Disney World.
Probably really
like
close.
The one in Hong Kong is slightly different and newer, it's like better, but I'm pretty sure Peter Pan and Disneyland is the same as Disney World. Yep. It's a dark ride. You're in a boat that flies over. So like most dark rides are on the ground. This one is up, hanging up above. So you'll be looking down at the show scenes, which is kind of a little scary if you have like a really small child, but also really cool and unique in that most of them aren't like that. Mark Twain Riverboat is what it says. It is a riverboat. It's like a giant boat that slowly goes around the river. They do not have this anymore at Disney World. It was there, but now it's not because they're making way for Cars Land. So it is unique in the fact that it's only there. So what are you picking?
Peter Pan.
Me too. Like to me, riverboats I know it's not transportation because it you pick up and let off at the same spot, but it still feels like transportation. Like it is a thing to do slowly moving where you can like sit and rest, but you're not looking at anything cool.
It seems like it's kind of a time suck.
Mm-hmm. Totally. I mean, so it's waiting in Peter Pan's flight. It's cute. But okay, Peter Pan flight is now going against Star Wars Rise of Resistance.
Star Wars.
I agree with that. Star Wars Rise of Resistance, same exact ride as the one at Hollywood Studios, trackless. It's like a lot of things. It's trackless. It's kind of like up and down like Tower of Terror. There's a simulator part where you're looking at a screen, huge set pieces. It's like a dark ride where it's kind of scary and things are around you. It's immersive. You're like being abducted by the bad white people and the guy in
the stormtroopers.
The new bad guy that's not the original bad guy is coming after you, and he's like using his lightsaber and like sawing through things. It's amazing. Very technical description.
I had to be like your translator for that.
So Peter Pan, the last one is Peter Pan's flight going against Casey Jr.'s circus train. Do you want to tell them what that is?
It's like, I mean, it's a train. Is it like a little bit faster than train, but not as fast as a roller coaster?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So more kid friendly, back in the Toontown area.
And like each train segment is a different ride vehicle. So some are like a cage. Some of them are just like a normal seat. Some are like a bench. It's definitely geared towards kids. Like the ride vehicles are probably smaller. So like some of them are a little more cramped. I think it's cool in the fact that there's not one really anywhere else. And has like a little cute Casey Jr.
Paris
song.
had it.
You're right. But not Disney World. So you have to go overseas. That being said, though, I think I'm going to give it to Peter Pan too, but just slightly. I like that it's more unique, but it's a more comfortable ride at Peter Pan, I would say. So now moving it back, we're going to Mark Train Riverboat against Star Wars Rise of Resistance.
Star Wars.
And then the Riverboat against Casey Jr. Circus Train.
Casey Jr.
Get on that. And then Star Wars Rise of Resistance against Casey Jr. Circus Train.
Star Wars.
Yeah. Okay, so Peter Pan and Star Wars are moving on. Okay, and the last grouping before we go to the bracket knockout round, Group H, it's Hyperspace Mountain against Autopia. And Hyperspace Mountain so Space Mountain was the original at Disney World. And they had the land, which is why the ride vehicles are single file, like each person's in their own little thing. There's no one next to you. And there's two tracks doing the same thing. Disneyland, what came after, and they didn't have as much space, as you know, it's smaller. So how they were able to do the same capacity is instead of having two going at the same time, they have just one track, but they have the ride vehicle with two people side by side. And then they decided to change it and make it hyperspace, which is themed to Star Wars, loosely. Like, it's not like as much as like a Star Tours or a Rise. Like, as you're going through the dark roller coaster, there's like some shooting lightsaber.
You hear
pew, pew,
like
pew,
Star
pew,
Wars.
pew.
Yeah.
That. I don't like this Space Mountain as much as the original Disney World. I think this one is more turns, and the Disney World one has a little bit more going up and down motions. Oh, sorry to go on so much of a tangent because we're not talking about Disney World, but have you seen that they're talking about, there's rumors that they're going to redo Space Mountain at Disney World?
I might have seen that.
Yeah, it's like they're just like revamping it. And I've heard that they're going to get rid of the single track, like single ride vehicle, and make it double to increase capacity. Okay. Which a lot of people online are like, that makes sense because we want more capacity and we want to have shorter wait times. And a lot of people are like, stop ruining the classic things. Like, after they just changed Carousel Progress, I think some people are just
never
like,
done.
Just stop. So fair. Okay, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about Disneyland, Hyperspace Mountain against Autopia. And Autopia is the exact same thing as like the Tomorrowland Speedway. I will say it's better here. There's more things to look at. It's more, I would say more like not shaded, but more trees around, where Tomorrowland Speedway is like nothing. It's just like flat land and hot as heck. Anything I missed on either of those two things?
I don't think so.
Okay, so I'm assuming you're going to pick Autotopia.
No, Hyperspace Mountain. Nope, never.
Never. Okay, I agree, obviously. Okay, Hyperspace Mountain against Storybook Land Canal Boats.
I don't know if I've done this ride. I know it has like the giant Pinocchio whale mouth that you like go into, but I don't know.
It's a boat. I'm pretty sure these boats are ones where they have to kind of be careful about how people step on and off the boats because they're not on a track, and they like were made so long time ago that like if everyone got on at the same time, they could tip the boat. I'm pretty sure this is that ride, which is kind of fun and unique.
And then what is the other choice in this match?
Hyperspace Mountain.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go Space Mountain.
And then like the ride is like a boat, and you go through different like the classic stories, and you see like little animatronic like old school ones of the different like princesses and stuff. It's kind of like the one we saw in Shanghai, I think it was.
Are you talking about the water with all the water features? Because I thought we did something like this in Paris.
I think we also did it in Paris. I think there's a few.
I thought Paris had like the miniatures of like the lands and the castles, but Shanghai was like these water features. I thought that was way cooler.
And yes, it is not like that. There's no and there's no cave underneath the castle that you go through with this one. So you're right. It's definitely more towards like the France one. But yeah, I would obviously agree Space Mountain is better. But I do like Storybook Land canal boats. Okay, so Hyperspace Mountain now is going against Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
I would probably go Tiana. I have to be in the mood to get wet. But yeah, more to see.
I agree. I mean, I liked Splash Mountain. I like Tiana's. I haven't been on Tiana's in Disneyland since they changed it from Splash Mountain. Same. The only difference with this one is it's single file, like the opposite of how Space Mountain is with the different parks. This one is single file, so you are not sitting next to someone, which is a little iffy when you have younger kids. And I think you get way more wet on this one than the one at Disney World. Other than that, they're pretty much the same. And I'm also going to pick Tiana's for that. Okay, so then Autopia against Storybook Land canal boats.
Storybook Land canal boats.
Me too. Anything that's not gas. And I like seeing little show scenes. It's cool.
Well, they have to change. They can't do gas anymore. They have to make them all electric.
True. I don't know if that'll change my answer. Yeah. Because Storybook Land Canal is not at Disney World. So like it is still more unique than driving around a car that I drive. Even if it's an electric car, it's still, you know. And then Autopia against Tiana's, which I know we're going to pick Tiana's. Okay. And then the Storybook boats against Tiana. And we're going to pick Tiana on that one, right? Yeah. Okay, so that means Hyperspace Mountain and Tiana is our last two that I'm... Okay, hopefully you guys are with us. I know that was a lot of back and forth and stuff. But we have our top 16. Okay, so this is, like I said, bracket style. So they're going against each other, and then once they go against each other once, if one gets knocked out, they're goodbye. So we are now going to talk about Jungle River Cruise against Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters.
Jungle River Cruise.
I was going to pick Buzz Lightyear. Can I convince you or no?
Sure. I'll give you this one.
Because Jungle Cruise is, one, the queue, it's worse. Two, it's dependent on the skipper. You could have a bad time or you can't hear them. Buzz Lightyear is fun because, like...
It's consistent.
It's consistent. It's interactive. It's a game. You try to beat your... Exactly. So you should have picked this to begin with. Okay, so I'm convincing you?
Yes.
Okay. Easy. Okay, this next one is Big Thunder Mountain Railroad going against Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
Big Thunder Mountain.
Goodbye, Mr. Toad and your crazy dark ride. Okay, Haunted Mansion against Indiana Jones.
I would go Haunted Mansion. I would go classic.
I agree with that. I'm going to go with that too. I mean, you could have maybe convinced me otherwise, and I could have been convinced, but I love Haunted Mansion, so easy. Peter Pan's Flight against Hyperspace Mountain.
I guess I'll go Space Mountain.
I'm gonna also go Space Mountain. Again, Peter Pan's just like overrated in terms of wait times and like And at the end of the day, Space Mountain is still a coaster and a thrill ride. So, and I do like those. Okay, on the other side of the bracket, we have this. Okay. We have Small World going against Pirates of the Caribbean.
Pirates for me.
I knew you were gonna say that.
A pirate's life for me.
Woohoo! This one has 2 drops compared to the 1 drop at Disney World. So I think that's unique. This is the original one. This one is so much better than the one at Disney World because you have that like amazing intro scene with all the caves and it's really long. And the reason they have an extra drop for this one versus Disney World is they have to actually bring you underneath the railroad because they made the railroad first. So they had to drop you under because they couldn't change the railroad going across with the train, which is cool.
That's cool.
So
Also,
I'm
like,
also
I
gonna
just,
go.
yeah, I just like the whole, what's that area called? Like Mardi Gras or
New
not, like
Orleans.
New Orleans Square, right? New
Mhm.
Orleans Square. I like all of that. And also the Blue Bayou restaurant's in there too. So there you get to see the restaurant. It looks cool.
Of course, you'd bring it back to table service restaurants. Of course.
Of course.
No, I agree. I like Small World. I love the graphics and like the color schemes, and I love decorating with that. But at the end of the day, the ride Pirates is a better ride, and I like that ride better. And it has a drop too, so thrilling. Okay, we are going to do Matterhorn bobsled against Snow White's Enchanted Wish. I would agree with that. This is definitely a thrilling ride. I know it's like old school roller coaster, but like you mentioned before, it's not the most comfortable ride. Like it whips you around. You might have your back cracked by accident as you're going through it. Do not ride in the last row if you do not like getting jerked around, because that is the worst seat.
What is this? The last row Matterhorn? Why are you jerking me around?
Okay, next one is Star Tours The Adventure Continues going against Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Rail.
What?
Bye-bye, Star Tours. Bye-bye.
Fine. Mickey and Minnie.
And this last one's interesting. It's Rise of Resistance against Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
Rise of the Resistance.
Agree. Like, because they're both long rides. They're both like 20-minute attractions, which I appreciate. I love like best bang for your buck. If you're going to wait a crap ton of time, you might as well get a good ride out of it. But Rise is so interactive and immersive.
Immersive, yeah.
Yeah, like,
and I have to be in the mood to get wet to do Tiana.
Especially at Disneyland, because it's cold a lot of times. Like Disney World is always hot. Not the case in California. All right, we're getting closer. So now we're flipping it back over and we're doing Buzz Lightyear's Astro Blasters against Big Thunder Mountain Railroad.
Big Thunder Mountain.
Me too. Goodbye, game. It was fun while it lasted. But the wildest wild of the wilderness will take it over. Ooh, this one's interesting too. This is Haunted Mansion against Space Mountain.
Haunted Mansion.
I would also agree with that. It'd be a harder debate if it was the Disney World Space Mountain, but like I said, Disneyland one's not as good, in my opinion. Ooh, this one's also hard. Pirates of the Caribbean over the Matterhorn.
I'd probably lean Pirates.
I would too. I mean, like, Pirates is not going to hurt you. There is a chance you could be in pain after the Matterhorn. And it's not yeah, Pirates is better. I can't try to argue it other way around. And then Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Rail against Rise of Resistance.
Probably Rise of Resistance.
They both are trackless rides. And they're both
very
new
different
rides.
vibes.
They are. One's like light, bright, happy, fun.
Yeah.
Nothing can stop us now. And the other one's like, no, you will stop right now.
They're both new. They're both trackless. They're both carbon copies, coast to coast.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rise is more thrilling.
Like if you told me I could get on either of them right now with no wait, I would be riding Rise.
Yeah. And I love Star Wars, and again, I love this version of Mickey and Minnie. So that's kind of a wash. So it what wins it is like the thrill of Rise.
Yeah, it's hard, but it's better. Okay, we're down to our top 4 rides at Disneyland: Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, Haunted Mansion, Pirates, and Rise. It's interesting because 3 of the 4 are like your classics. 2 are dark rides. One's like an everything ride, and then one's a coaster. I guess I wouldn't say I'm that surprised that it was these 4 that came to it. Like, I don't know if I would, like, if I had to pick in advance, I don't know if I'd pick those 4, but like if you told me them, I'm not surprised to see these as our top 4.
Same.
Okay, so going from the left-hand side, we have Big Thunder Mountain Railroad against Haunted Mansion.
Probably Big Thunder Mountain.
Dang it! I thought you were gonna pick Haunted Mansion, and I was gonna say
I thought I was
too,
at
girl.
first too. I thought I was too. I think I love the idea of Haunted Mansion, but when I'm on Thunder Mountain, I think I have more fun.
Well, yeah, you're like giggling and you're like getting sloshed around, and it's wild and it's silly. I'm happy to give it to Big Thunder.
Okay.
Haunted Mansion is also a different vibe. Now, what I will say, if it's Haunted Mansion Holiday,
yes,
would that change your thought? 'Cause it
I
probably
was
would
thinking
change
about that. I
mine.
was thinking about the fact that they do holiday overlays. I could go
Mhm.
either way.
I could go either way too, but I don't think it matters. I think they're gonna lose to one of the other rides on the other side anyways. If I
Okay,
had to
so on the other side
guess.
we have Rise and what?
So do you want to just jump over to that side and then
Sure.
put on pause? Okay. So then on this we have Pirates of the Caribbean. This is like they're literally starting the game at World Cup and we're like, can we pause this game and let's see what happens to this game?
Yeah, let's see. Yeah.
See which one's gonna make us more money. Okay, so we have Pirates of the Caribbean versus Rise of Resistance. What are you gonna pick for this one?
This is hard because it
It
is
is hard.
like Rise is so
Classic
new.
versus
It's
new.
such a great ride.
Mm-hmm.
Pirates is classic. I mean, I'm using your logic before where you were like, if you told me right now there's zero wait, which one would I do? And I think the answer is always going to be Rise because there's never going to be zero wait. Do I believe my favorite ride at Disneyland is Rise of the Resistance?
See, at Disney World, it's mine, but I don't think it's mine at
But it's not
Disneyland.
in Magic Kingdom. So it's
Well, I'm
not
saying
going up against the classics.
Right. But we ranked all of them against each other at Disney World, and I still pick Rise over any of the classics of Magic Kingdom.
That's true.
But I do think this Pirates is better than the one at Disney World, and it's the OG, and it's the one that like Walt like kind of saw, but it like debuted right after he died, and I might pick
All right.
Pirates. I might pick Pirates for that one. But then I don't know if I would pick Pirates over the other ones. Do we want to go back to the other side?
Okay, I'll pick Haunted Mansion.
Okay, so that I pick Rise. Is that you're hoping that I pick Rise over Pirates?
No. I'm not. This isn't a bargain.
Okay.
I'll pick Haunted Mansion because if I could only pick one thrill ride, it would be Rise.
Right. Okay. And I like that this Haunted Mansion has different versions.
Mm-hmm.
But I might pick Pirates over Rise. But if you were like, I really like Rise, I would be fine conceding.
I do have like a place in my heart for classics. Well, if it's Pirates versus Haunted Mansion, what are you going to pick?
Can't spoil it.
This actually may be more like World Cup than you think.
No, truly. This
Which
like
one
the
should
behind it. Literally. How do I foul people or not foul
Yeah.
people? Okay, just at those kind of three, we had to pick one of either Pirates or Rise. 1, 2, 3. Pirates.
Okay.
Sorry, Rise. Okay, this is even harder. Haunted Mansion or Pirates?
You want to count to 3 again?
Yep. 1,
Okay.
2, 3. Pirates.
Haunted. All right. We've never rock, paper, scissors, so now it's time.
Okay. Now, would
Do
you
you
be
do-
upset though if Pirates won? Because I don't think I'd be upset if
No.
Haunted Mansion won because I love that ride.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to be upset, but we need a winner. Do you do rock, paper, scissors, shoot or rock, paper, scissors?
I do. I make my hand movement on shoot.
Okay. Get it so I can
And-
see it. No cheating.
Yeah. Okay. Ready?
Yep.
Rock,
Rock, paper.
paper.
Okay,
The
start
lag is
over.
going to be tough.
Start over. There's
Okay.
Ready?
Rock,
Rock, paper,
paper,
scissors,
scissors,
shoot.
I had scissors too.
All right. I'll give it to Pirates. At least Pirates
No.
has drops.
That's the reason why I picked Pirates over Haunted because there's drops.
Okay, we'll go with that.
But Haunted Mansion Holiday with the overlay is so fun.
Gosh, Kate.
I know. I'm easily convinced of either. Do you really think Haunted
Then
Mansion's
Haunted-
better than Pirates? Like right now, I'm like, you have 5 more minutes left of the park.
I just think that I think there's the room with the drop, like you're wearing the shirt. Like there's the room with the
I know.
dropping, and there's the wallpaper with the eyes, and there's the 3 hitchhiking ghosts, and it's great for Halloween and it's great for Christmas when they do the overlay.
You sold me. I mean, I like Haunted Mansion more than Pirates. I just like this Pirates better than the original, the Disney World Pirates, so that's why I was giving it over it. But I also like this Haunted Mansion over ours because of the overlay. So I'd say
Okay.
Haunted Mansion is our number 1 Disneyland ride. Wow, so divisive. Obviously, people that are listening are going to have some thoughts, I can only imagine. So let us know your thoughts. And if you would pick Pirates over Haunted Mansion, or if you pick Rise or Big Thunder, or if you would pick, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
Okay, this game is Disneyland ride trivia. Should be super easy. We just went through all the rides. Oh, wait a minute. These rides don't exist in Disneyland anymore. So that is
Great.
your one hint. The answers to these questions are rides that used to be in Disneyland.
Okay.
Okay. This ride was sponsored by Goodyear for the World's Fair. It opened in 1967 and closed in 1995. You can still see the tracks and station above Star Wars Launch Bay.
I don't even know where Star Wars Launch Bay isn't Disneyland. Is it in Galaxy's Edge?
This one opened in
Tomorrowland?
1967.
What ride? It is over in Tomorrowland. Shoot, I don't think I know.
People Mover.
They had a People Mover there?
Yeah, that's the one from the World's Fair.
Oh, I did not know that. I knew they had
next time.
The Skyliner ride that went
The
through
gondola?
the Matterhorn. Yes.
Yep, they had
But I
that
didn't
too. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. This ride opened in 1964 and was sponsored by GE. In 1975, it moved to Florida. It features 4 acts and a revolving audience around a stage.
Carousel of Progress.
Yep. This attraction moved to Disneyland from Epcot in 1998 and features Rick Moranis as scientist Wayne Zelinsky, but it closed in 2010. Do you know who Rick Moranis and Wayne Zelinsky are?
I do not know who either of those.
You have more movie homework. All right. This was Honey, I Shrunk the Audience.
Yes. I was going to say that. Yes. I don't know those people and I don't know that, but I do remember that attraction at Epcot.
Okay. This was an original California Adventure attraction that opened in 2001. It was the only dark ride in that park when it opened. It was billed as a wild ride through LA's star-studded streets, and it closed after less than a year because it was so horrible.
Superstar Limo.
Yes.
Okay, really fun fact. I know we're trying to keep this short, but if you ride Monsters Inc. ride, which is what is now what Superstar Limo was, the reason I got rid of it was like talking about celebrities, and then I think it's right after Princess Diana died, and they were like, well, we can't have a Superstar Limo ride with her and like her death. But one of the celebrities in that Superstar Limo was Jackie Chan doing like this like kung fu move, and one of the monsters that like is in the like vacuuming up the human stuff, you know, like suits that like vacuum at Monsters Inc. He's in like this same position. They didn't take their animatronics out; they just overlaid them with monsters. So,
cool!
It's funny. Okay, keep going.
All right, another original California attraction. It opened in 2001 and closed in 2018, while the identical ride in Animal Kingdom lasted till 2025.
So the only rides that got closed in Animal Kingdom are Dinosaur. What about A Bug's Life?
It's tough to be a bug.
Okay.
Yep. All right. This ride opened in California Adventure in 2012, but was replaced in 2016 by Luigi's Rollickin' Roadsters, a second try at a Cars-inspired ride. And this ride only lasted 4 years.
Is it the same exact ride vehicle? No, because it's trackless in that one, and I doubt it's not. But is it Cars themed?
Yep. It was a swing and a miss.
I'm blanking.
I didn't even know this was a thing until I was researching for this, but it was called Luigi's Flying Tires. And it was almost like a bumper tire thing, but it was really hard to steer, apparently.
Okay.
But use that same like wide open space.
I did not even know there was something before there that was Cars themed. Interesting.
Me neither. All right, last one, but maybe the hardest.
Oh, because the other ones were so easy. Got it.
Next to Edelweiss Snacks, so near Matterhorn, there is a seating area over the water. This was actually a dock to board this ride. It opened in 1957 and closed in 1993 to make way for Toontown. This ride was much like Autotopia, but on the water.
Yeah, I don't know the name, but like you drive these like little like bumper boats or something. They're like little things that spin and they like go and they like. I've seen videos of it, but I don't know the name.
Not quite. It was called Motorboat Cruise. And I think it was kind of like Jungle River Cruise, where it was a boat on a track, but you got to drive it somehow. It wasn't a bumper thing, but maybe they bumped into each other on accident. Motorboat Cruise.
Is it like the one that was in Japan where it's like you're on these little like the little boat things and it follows a track underneath the water, so you don't know where you're going, but there is a track?
I don't remember. I know what you're talking about in Japan. I just don't know it well enough.
What's the name of this ride called, you said?
This one's called Motorboat Cruise.
Oh, no. This is not what I'm thinking of. These are actual boats.
Okay.
I was
Yeah.
thinking of like round, like bumper, like little ball things.
Yeah. Here's a great picture that shows motorboat cruise going under the people mover.
Oh, wow. I had no idea that people movers there. That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I have more homework to work. Okay, but do not show any of this stuff at the Imagineering story because I've watched that thing like 100 times and I don't remember seeing this cruise thing.
There's too many like old rides to report on all of them.
All right, ladies and gentlemen listening, you guys all have homework of history to do so that we are all better and smarter for it. I completely failed that game, but that was fun.
Okay. Well, I'm glad it was fun.
It was fun. Okay, so again, let us know what you guys thought about our World Cup Disneyland attraction, FIFA Leanne Kate sponsored, no collusion, no, like back alley deals. But yeah, let us know if you think Haunted Mansion or Pirates is better. Comment if you can. But with that, I'm Kate.
And I'm Leanne.
Thanks so much for listening.
Thank you.
I don't